Right folks, good morning and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today it's Thursday the 15th, 14th I think it is of April, and I'm on the fourth leg of the Adventure Bike Rider UK 12-month challenge. And April's challenge is basically to travel from Eyemouth, which is just sort of on the east coast above Northumberland, am I right in saying that? And then going inwards towards Melrose, Abbey, Moffat, Broughton, Thornhill, Elvanfoot, Sanker, New Galloway Forest and Newton Stewart, and then finishing off at Cairngarn, which is on the tip of the peninsula, sort of on the west coast. So I'm at the beginning of the journey. I mean, I set off a few hours ago from home, but on my way up to Eyemouth, I decided, as I've never been up here before, onto this particular tip of the coast, I thought I'd go to Lindisfarne and just have a look here. So if you let me just, if I can get that sign in behind me, there we go. There's a warning sign there about tides and so on. And obviously I'm on the Husqvarna because that's the only bike I've got. It's just there in the background. So yeah, I'll include a photo here. I've just been down and somebody's very kindly taken a photograph of me down with the bike, just sort of down, but the well, on the pathway, if you like, on the causeway, but the tide is coming in and it's surprising, it's coming in quite rapidly. So yeah, so it's a glorious day, as you can see. I shall just spin around. Lovely weather, and I might even just have a wander down here just so you can see. Right then, hopefully you can still hear me. It's quite windy down here, but yeah, behind me there is the island, and as you can see the tide's coming in quite rapidly. I did bring the bike down here to start with and I parked it up at the side, but already you can see there the water's flooding the area, so I've shifted the bike right back up there. I don't want to get it covered in salt water on a brand new bike, but yeah, it would have been nice to have been able to go over, and I would have done, to be fair, had the tide been out, but it is what it is. I'm not overly concerned. I can always come back at some other stage. I was quite surprised it hasn't really taken me that long to get up here. But yeah, it's a beautiful day still. I'll give you another swizzle round and you can just see all around me. It's a lovely day. Some nice blue clouds in the sky. Let's hope it stays that way. Right, I'll catch you with you later. Get back on the bike now and I'm going to head towards Eyemouth, which somebody's just told me is only about 10 miles away, if that's correct. So hopefully that's the case, and then I'm going to go from there to Melrose Abbey and then head my way in towards Moffat. On the move. Right, I just thought I'd put the camera back on here as we're just about to enter Scotland. Welcome to Scotland and the Scottish borders. Off we go, take advantage of this slow moving tractor behind me. So yeah, I'm right on the coast there, got the sea just over that hedge. Certainly bringing a bit of a breeze in. But yeah, to be fair, I'll be honest with you, right, I'm not just pulling it up because this is the only bike I've got now. I've had no issues whatsoever coming up here on this Enduro bike, on my Husqvarna. It's been quite a pleasant ride. I set off, I'm still running this in. It had only done 70 miles when I set off, and obviously the benefit of me doing this tour on it is that it'll just get the mileage close to where I need to do, or close to where I need to be for its first service. But I've taken it steady. I haven't thrashed the guts out of it, but I've been doing normal motorway speeds and it's been absolutely spot on. Right, turn off here towards Eyemouth. Quite a busy road. Gonna let this car go. Go on. Oh, there's a bit of a breeze here. Not sure whether you'll be able to hear me or not. So I'm not sure what there is here, but this is the official starting point. Welcome to Eyemouth. And it says harbour now down here, so we'll go down to the harbour. Looks a nice place, nice houses. Harbour to the right. Not sure I should be down here, but hey ho, I'm here now. See if I can get a photo or two here. Let's have a look up here. Let me go in here. It says no entry there, but I don't think anybody's going to mind. Let's have a quick look at this coastline. So a nice little cove here. There's a trawler or something there just going out to sea. Right, I've been to Eyemouth. Right, I shall meander my way through these little streets and head back towards the A1. Right, so I'm just on the B6438 now. Just on the exit coming out of Eyemouth, and I'll just carry on here then till I hit the A1. Oh, that's nice. That looks like an old converted farmhouse or barn. So I take a right here, heading up towards Edinburgh. Yes, I'm a little bit concerned about how late in the day it is. Once I get to Melrose Abbey, I'll have a look at Google Maps again, just see how long it'll take me to get from there to Moffat. But I think I'm going to be quite late, much later than I wanted to be, which is unfortunate. Right, well, I've been going for mile after mile through this queue. I've no idea whether it's roadworks, just volume of traffic, or whether there's been an accident. I have no idea. The beauty of this little bike is it just filters beautifully, seamlessly and effortlessly. I would like to think we're getting to the front of it at some point soon. So I've just passed a sign there suggesting the right hand lane is closed. So if they've planned to do this on a bank holiday weekend, must be bloody stupid. Just got to be mindful now, because you will get vehicles trying to filter over. So I want to go straight on here, looking for the M8. So yeah, they've decided to close this road off, the main road, on a bank holiday weekend. You just couldn't make it up, could you? Right, I'll turn the camera off here. I think you get the picture about how bad the traffic is, and I'll come back to you shortly. So this is the sleepy town of Moffat. It's just gone 8:30 in the morning, and as you can see, it's really busy for a Friday morning on a bank holiday weekend. Just give you a quick perusal down this side. It's a nice little town, this, very quiet, very friendly people. I had a wander down here last night, but obviously it was a bit dark, couldn't really take any videos or photos, so I'm just going to have another look around this morning. The white building you can see just ahead of you on the left, that's the Balmoral Hotel where I stayed last night. So I'll just have a wander down towards there, and I'll just show you the Moffat Ram, which is over to my right, statue. So that's the Moffat Ram. It says it was a gift to the town of Moffat from William Colvin in 1875, I believe it says. So plenty of places to eat and drink. There's a tapas wine bar there, coffee place, Hugo's, the Rumbling Tum. These two bikes, these were here when I arrived yesterday. Safe as houses. So that's the courtyard at the back of the hotel where I stayed at. There's a gate on, it says you can't go in until after 11. But it looks a nice area, plenty of seating. And then there's my bike, exactly where I left it last night, untouched, as you would expect and hope for. And then the Balmoral Hotel, which is where I stayed. Really friendly staff, really clean inside, spacious rooms, can't fault it. So I'll be doing a little review on that with TripAdvisor later. But yeah, excellent place, highly recommend it, and not overly priced. Last night's room only cost me 50 quid, and that included breakfast this morning, and it was a substantial breakfast, cooked breakfast, or cereals, toast, usual bits and bats. So I thought that was very good value for money. And then down the side you've got the traditional little cottages. So I mean, like, how nice is that? Dixon House, very pretty little door, the little plant pots, very quaint. But yeah, just all these little cottages down here. You sometimes miss these if you don't wander down these side streets. Alright, let's have a wander back out onto the main street. I tried to go in there last night to get a drink and they wouldn't serve me. Well, they wouldn't allow me in. It's residents only, apparently, which I wasn't aware of. But they were friendly enough about it, and I understand with the COVID situation. But yeah, wouldn't have been bad to be able to go in there and have a quick drink. And that's it basically. Baker's at the end of the road there to the left, the white, so the cream coloured building on the left. Good morning. So back to the Balmoral. So I'll go back to the room, get kitted up, and I might as well make a move while the weather's good. And first port of call this morning is Broughton. Bit of dirt on the bike, but nothing major. I get all that cleaned off when I get home. I put that AXP plate on just to keep some of the crud off the engine. So yeah, reception at the hotel, all very nice. And then this is the rear courtyard, which isn't officially open till 11. And I've just left the Balmoral Hotel, which is there, if you can see it. and I'm just going to go turn around up ahead here and go back on the go back on the 701, A701, and that's going to take me towards Broughton. It's not too far, maybe half an hour or something like that. Not quite sure what's there, but it's one of the waypoints on the tour, so it's got to be done. Alright, first left here, off the roundabout. Yep, looks alright, bit overcast, but not too bad. So I'm going to do Broughton, and then Elvanfoot, which I can just access from back on the M74 after I've been to Broughton. It's 10 o'clock in the morning now, so let's just enjoy the scenery and see what these two little towns or villages have to offer. It goes without saying, of course, that the bike is running flawlessly. Started first time this morning. So this is the A701, the scenic trail to Edinburgh. This is a nice twisty road. Lovely mountains there. You can smell all that freshly cut timber, or damp timber there, trunks, tree trunks. It smells very nice. Yeah, if I'd have had more time I'd have come into Moffat this way last night, but I was getting a bit fatigued, a bit weary after a long ride on the bike. Definitely more interesting is this than the M74 that came in on. So I was just updating, last night I was updating the Facebook page for the ABR UK Challenge, and I just got chatting to one person on there that was commenting on the thread that had started about me doing this tour, this April's tour up in Scotland, and I just casually mentioned that this bike had got a quick shifter on it, and they were quite surprised. They said that they were looking for a one bike does all. Well, I mean, I think this is a very fair compromise to that. Welcome to the Scottish borders. So yeah, I said I'd do a little review on it after this tour and just let people know what it's like. You know, is it capable, is it comfy, how does it, you know, sort of cope with adverse weather, high winds, that type of thing. So if people are interested in that type of thing, by all means, I will do a public video on YouTube for people, but failing that I'll just do a review for this individual. But if people are interested in this bike and its capabilities and suitability for everyday riding, by all means let me know. I'm more than happy to do something. Right, so we've got a sign here, watch out for deer for the next 4 miles. Would be nice to see a wild deer, although I did see one briefly yesterday on the motorway at the side of the road, grazing away. I don't know why people have to throw litter out here though. I mean, there's bits of litter at the side of the road. It's pretty disgusting, really. It's no great hardship, is it? If you're in a car, take your litter home with you, or take it to the next town, dump it in a bin there. Don't just chuck it into the countryside. Just bone idleness. What a lovely landscape it is up here. Very barren, very wild, but very beautiful. honest, this would definitely have been the better route yesterday, although it would have taken a little bit longer. It would have avoided, in fact it might have in the end balanced itself out with all the delays on the motorway with the hold-ups. The only downside would have been fuel, wouldn't it, if I didn't needed some fuel. I don't think there's going to be a petrol station on this road somehow. Right, what have we got here? Tweedsmuir. Welcome to Tweedsmuir. Well, there's certainly very little traffic on here for a bank holiday Friday. I mean, there's nothing behind me. And there hasn't been all the way, I don't think. I haven't seen anything behind me that's then turned off. Is that a tent? Yeah. That's a very brave person camping so close to the roadside. I think I would have gone a bit further into the fields. So I must make a point of riding this road again at some point in the near future. Ah, there we go, Broughton, 1 mile. And into Broughton. Not sure what there is here. Well, that looks like it's it, isn't it? So I shall turn around here. Broughton Village Hall car park. Right, off we go again. So I've just done a few photos here at Broughton. Might just have a quick look down here again. See what there is. I do like these little Scottish villages though. To how you imagine Scotland. Well, to how I imagine Scotland. Let's have a look down here, just be nosy. Just because we can be nosy. Right, the A7016 towards Big R. Let's see what this road reveals or has in store for us all. Well, that roof's seen better days, isn't it? Timbers are collapsing on that barn. So once I get to Elvanfoot, I'll have a little look around there, see if there's a photo opportunity there, and then I will see what time it is. It's currently nearly 11 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I'm not in any rush to get back home, don't get me wrong, but there's also no point in getting home very late just for the sake of it. So what I've done on this tour is, so I've included Eyemouth, Melrose Abbey, Broughton, and I will have done Elvanfoot because I'm just heading there now, like I say, and Moffat obviously because I stayed there last night. And then I'm going to do a second half to this video, which is going to include the Galloway Forest, Newton Stewart, Cairngorm and Portpatrick, because I'll probably stay at Portpatrick, and then I'll head from Portpatrick up to Girvan and Sanker, Thornhill, and that'll be everything done then. That'll be April's little challenge on this mighty beast. But I will probably need to get this serviced first, maybe get its first service before I do the second leg. But I suppose I could always go up on the other Husqvarna. See as how that's all road legal now, and repaired and serviced and MOT'd and everything. Right, I might just turn the video off here actually until we get a bit closer towards Elvanfoot, so I'll catch up with you in due course. Right, so first exit here, A702 towards Elvanfoot. Scotland's highest village. So this is Abington. So this must be Scotland's highest village. I've got a smiley face because I'm doing less than 30. Oh. Take a right down here towards Elvanfoot. Gold Panning Centre, the Lead Mining Museum. So it says here now 1 mile to Elvanfoot. That was the longest mile ever known to mankind. And here we are at Elvanfoot. So I've no idea what there is here. Possibly nothing. But let's have a look, shall we? A nice little stream. Feeling that that is Elvanfoot. Blink and you will miss it. And a lovely little village nevertheless. Right, I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to hear me or not because it's very, very breezy. But I've just left Elvanfoot and I've had a look at the map, and as the crow flies, according to Google Maps, Sanker isn't more than sort of half an hour away. So it makes sense. I might as well do it now rather than coming up specially again just to redo it. After I've been to sort of Galloway Forest and Newton Stewart area, I might as well do this bit now, because this is the only other bit that's left which I haven't completed. So this is, I've forgotten what this road is now, is it the A76 or something like that? If I find a sign for it, I shall let you all know. But yeah, it's a nice road and I may as well do it, so I shall keep you recording just for a couple of minutes, see if this road has any wonders to show you. But other than that, it's just your typical Scottish road going through the hillsides and the mountainsides, twisting and turning, snaking its way through. Oh, one thing I have noticed as well, I did see a sign back there saying One Lock Head is down here somewhere, and I will be spending a night at One Lock Head very shortly. I think it's probably going to be in June, because that's when they have the 3 pubs challenge, the highest pubs in England, and or the highest pubs in the UK, sorry, I think. Yeah, because you've got the One Lock Head Inn, which is at One Lock Head, surprisingly, and then the Tan Hill Inn, which is sort of Reeth, Swaledale area, and then another pub, which name escapes me at the moment, but that is in North Wales. So we'll be retracing some of these steps in June, but in the meanwhile, let's just enjoy them. If I can find a petrol station at some point, I will top the bike up. I can't recall how much fuel's left in it, to be fair, but it'll make sense just to get it topped up. Just takes away that fuel anxiety. So what's this place called? Leadhills. There's a lot of roadkill. 1.5 miles to One Lock Head from the A797. So yeah, so this is the route I'll probably come back to back in June. Oh, my ears have just popped there. Sankar, the B797 it is. I'm not quite sure what I said, it definitely wasn't that. Alright, so we've got a couple of dogs up here. Are they well behaved dogs? Oh no, they're on the lead. Right, back into the Nationals. A bit of a ravine down there. So this is the village of One Lock Head, the highest village in Scotland. With its obligatory sheep. So I'm not quite sure where this pub is, I might even see it, might I? It's a bit gravelly there on the corner. Right, we're back out of there. I'm back into the Nationals. So there's a bit of gravel on these corners, so just have to be a bit careful, mindful of that. This is very barren here, isn't it? Look at these hills and mountains. My God. Just watch out for these sheep. Yes, I didn't realise it was as barren as this down here. Beautiful. So again, I've never done this. This is the benefit of going on these little challenges where other people have tried them out for you and experienced them, written about them, and they want to share them with you. These are awesome roads. All the sheep grazing there, yeah. Even somebody camping, quite a few people camping. And very friendly people as well. Well, it seems quite popular, does this? Some more campers. it must be nice for families. Bring the kids out. And they've obviously come in a van and got the tent rigged up. Well, they probably just spent the night there, just chilling out, taking in the beauty that the countryside has to offer. I wish I'd got an opportunity to do that as a child, but I never did. It does seem to turn a few heads, does this bike? I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, it is a nice looking bike. But yeah, people seem interested in it. Over the cattle grid, and now we shouldn't hopefully see any more sheep. That's farm access only, so it's definitely not down there. Here we go, 2 miles to Sanka. Oh, we've got a petrol station up ahead, so I shall get filled up there just for peace of mind. The town of Sanka. That's assuming, of course, that the petrol pump's open. Oh yes, it is. Is it? Unleaded, yeah.
Other end of the town on the left hand side. So
terrific. Have you run out? Have you run out?
No, we stopped years ago.
Oh, right, okay then. Thank you. Thank you. Right, no fuel there. But there is another station down the road, she said. I just thought there, I've got lucky, found a petrol station, and then, like she said there, they stopped selling fuel years ago. Extortionately priced, but I wouldn't expect anything different. Alright then, let's get some fuel in. Take away that fuel anxiety. Watch this, it probably will only take about a £5. Right then, so you join me again. I'm just heading towards the A75 and Dumfries. Obviously I've left Sanka, filled the bike up there, so at least I know I'm good for another 150 plus 180 miles. And I'm now just heading in towards Thornhill, which it said it was a couple of miles away, and then from there I'm probably going to pick up the motorway if I can, or I might go into Dumfries, towards Dumfries, and then pick up the A75, and then that'll bring me out onto the M6. I'll just see how it goes for time. So this is the village of Thornhill. I'm not sure if I've been through here before or not. What would be nice is a little cafe somewhere outside. The Thornhill Inn. Okay, so that was Thornhill, again a very small town, and now 14 miles to Dumfries. So just coming into Dumfries now. Welcome to the university town of Dumfries, Queen of the South. Right then folks, I'm going to wrap up this part of the video at this point. This is only part one though, so don't forget that there is going to be a second part for this, which is going to include Newton Stewart and a place called Cairngorm, which is on the tip of a peninsula of land on the west coast, which I've never visited before. and also the stunning, and I mean stunning, Galloway Forest. It is immense as the Galloway Forest, and it's fantastic. I've been through it before many years ago, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And then those will be the conclusive final waypoints, if you like, for the April's tour. But what I'm going to add on to that is a little fishing village on the west coast of Scotland called Port Patrick, and if I can get some accommodation I'm going to stay there. I have stayed there before. It's a lovely little place. Everybody's really friendly, and there's a hotel there that I usually stay at called the Waterfront, so if I can get in there I will do. And then from Port Patrick I'm going to head north towards another fishing village or fishing town called Girvan, and the coastal routes that I do between the 2 points, Girvan and Port Patrick, literally hugs the coast. It's literally right there at the side of you. It's a very rugged coastline, and at some point on there is out to sea an old, I say old, obviously it's old, a volcanic plug called Alicia Crag. I will leave a description down below in the second video which includes that, but certainly look it up on Wikipedia or somewhere like that. It's quite interesting. And so that's what's going to be coming, and hopefully I'll get that out for you next week. So I hope you've enjoyed what I've done so far in this little video. If you have, please leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already done so and you like the style of videos that I do, and obviously then hit the notification bell, and the rest of it, share, do whatever you wish with it. So thanks again for watching, take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ta-da for now.